Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.
Hello and welcome into our broadcast coverage, our final game of Day 2 in the AAC Baseball Tournament. We're really early. I know the schedule, a lot of you are waiting now because the game was supposed to start at 6 p.m. Our previous matchup ended less than 10 minutes ago. I don't know when we'll get started here. I'm guessing about 35 minutes. Gary Justice and I are on the call today. We'll go get an official time for you soon. I'll either bring that back to you or we'll tweet it from our Twitter account at SESN Sports. You can find times there and also the AAC Sports website and Twitter account as we update things and navigate weather and whatnot. But while we wait, instead of just having you watch the waiting screen and the standby screen, I have some softball for you on the other side of town. It's Brickyard Park. We got a little AAC red zone, if you will. I'm going to kick you over to Deshaun Bullock and Jeff Campbell. You can listen to them. You're in the right place for Tennessee Wesleyan University and Bryan College, the Lions. The baseball game will begin shortly, and this screen on the right side, the baseball field, is a live look at the teams warming up. So you'll be able to see and watch while you wait, but instead of just listening to music or a blank screen, we've got softball for you. We jump into a barn burner, the number 1 seed Reinhardt Eagles trying to fend off the Johnson Royals. Now we go to Deshaun Bullock and Jeff Campbell on the call.
Foul ball.
We'll have another go at it.
No balls, 2 strikes. So Morehouse not able to get down the bunt to push Baldridge over towards second. Pitch misses high. 1 ball now, 2 strikes.
And that will get into the outfield. Misses in center. Baldridge making her way to third. Morehouse makes her way to second.
Yeah, great effort by the center fielder for Reinhardt. Taylor Wade just couldn't come up with it. Gets by her, goes a little deeper in the outfield, moves Baldridge to third, Morehouse on second with nobody out.
The second baseman, number 7, Madison Thacker-Wolf.
And this is what you want if you're Johnson. Johnson, the away team, batting in the top half of the 9th inning. 2 on, nobody out.
Inside pitch first called for a ball.
Thacker-Wolf struck out twice today, single and scored a run in the 6th.
So no outs on the board. Inside pitch called for a ball. Taylor Heyman's 2 innings of work. Struck out a batter, 48 total pitches. Thacker-Wolf 1 for 4 on the day, struck out twice. Had that single through the right side in the 6th inning. 3-0 count. 2 runners in scoring position. That next pitch called a strike. 3-1 count. Now Heyman's getting ready for this next pitch. Get some contact on it, hitting in the foul territory. Full count.
Yeah, nice at bat here from Thacker-Wolf. Just hanging around, fouling off pitches, trying to get one she likes. Full count. First base is open, but you don't want another base runner on here if you're Reinhardt.
Next pitch. Get some contact on it. That will go into foul territory. So now get ready for the next pitch. Hamons.
Wow.
Right past Lee. Runner will score. Another runner heading home. She will take another run. 2 runs. 5-3 is now your score.
Back-to-back doubles from Johnson. Plates 2. And now the Royals up to 5-3. And this is the way you wanted to start the 9th inning if you're Johnson University.
Johnson, 11 hits, now moving up to 12. Last 2 innings, they have successfully scored. You look at going through the first 5, zeros across the board. They go into that 6th inning, change the game, take the lead 2-1, and now we will see a re-entry. Pettit will re-enter the circle.
Yeah, and that's probably a great move from Coach Wright to get her back in there. Hammonds did a great job during her time, but in this 9th inning, you start off with a single, back-to-back doubles, 2 runs driven in, a runner on second, nobody out. And got to bring Pettit back in to try to stop the bleeding and get out of this one.
Pettit, 6 innings pitched so far. She has struck out 7 batters, giving up 6 hits and giving up 2 runs. So now, with Reinhardt down by 2, Megan Armstrong up to bat. She is 2 for 4 on the day.
Had that big double to left field back in the 6th inning. Great day at the plate thus far from Armstrong.
First baseman number 24, Megan Armstrong.
First pitch called strike. 0-1 count. Just a reminder for softball fans, we still have 1 more game left. Game 12 of the tournament, number 6 seeded Tennessee Wesleyan versus number 7 seeded Brunel Golden Tigers.
We'll start approximately 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one, and nobody's wanting this one to end. It's been a dandy.
It has. Great contact on that ball. That is going to go into foul territory.
Re-entering Petty is another change of pace, a little more velocity on her pitches. And although Armstrong has seen her earlier in the game, it's been a minute. And it doesn't matter.
That is going to go past the infield. You now have runners in the corner. Thacker Wolf now on third. Armstrong, 3rd hit of the day. 3 for 5. She makes her way to first.
4 consecutive hits for Johnson here in the top of the 9th. We'll have
a pinch runner.
pinch runner coming on.
That will be number 21, Kaylee Dyke. Outfielder, who's looking to bring some speed, help add some more runs. Johnson's momentum, 13 hits.
Yeah, if you're in this situation with Johnson, you may not go on the first pitch, runners on first and third with nobody out, but you will see Dyke on the move. And indeed, it is the first pitch.
Didn't waste any time. She'll now steal second.
Yeah, now that just runners on second and third, nobody out. If you're Reinhardt, you just need an out.
And Kaywood, 2 for 3, 1 RBI. As that is going to get popped into foul territory. 0-2 count.
Yeah, lucky that one was not caught, stayed in play. Everybody giving chase, just couldn't haul it in. Kaywood will go back to the batter's box.
You might if Johnson ends up winning, which they're threatening to be.
Also hit in foul territory.
Four.
0-2 count.
Oh,
Kaywood
another hit.
in left center. Another run scored. Thacker Wolf makes her way home. Kaywood makes her way to second.
Yeah, the throw home missed the cutoff. Kaywood taking second. So again, runners on second, third, nobody out. Another run driven in for Johnson, and they lead this one 6-3.
Started this inning off tied 3 even. Now 3 runs scored in this inning. Johnson is not letting up. 14 hits. Now 5-3 put out.
Yeah, Dickerson, first pitch swinging, grounds out to third. So finally an out on the board for Reinhardt. Runners not able to advance. Now second and third, one out. Reese Burns coming to the plate.
Reese Burns so far 0 for 4 on the day. She reached off a fielding error at her first at bat. First pitch swing. That does get hit in the foul territory.
How about 5 consecutive hits for Johnson to start this inning?
Bring up batters thing. It's so annoying. Very frustrating.
Outside pitch called for a ball. 1-1 count.
Yeah, the curveball from Pettit runs a little wide.
A lot of speed coming down on that. That is a swing and a miss called for a strike. 1-2 count.
Yeah, big cut from Burns. Not able to catch up to that elevated fastball.
Now 1 out on the board. Outside pitch. 2-2 count. Johnson has added 5 hits in this inning. And if Lee can get that, that will be 6 hits. Another run scored. 7-3 is now your score. Johnson continuing their offense.
Little C&I single from Burns. Drives home another run. And Johnson firmly in control of this one.
All right. Looks like we're taking the pitcher out again.
And it's looking like Pettit will now leave the circle. We will see a pitching change. That will be senior pitcher out of Norcross, Georgia. Number 9, Bella Croft.
Bella Croft coming in the circle now.
Now pitching for Reinhardt, number 9, Bella Kraft.
With still 1 out on the board, 5 hits given up. Well, 6 hits now given up in this inning. Reinhardt looking to try to escape, get their offense going.
Jay, would you mind for 1 second to have for me so I can use the restroom?
Yeah, Bella Croft coming in.
Go for like 3 innings.
Said she was a senior, 6'3" senior pitcher. And with that length, her stride is she's close to the plate when she lets it go. So another way to change up the vision of these batters from Johnson, who are all seeing the ball tremendously well, especially here in this 9th inning.
So you have Kaywood on third. Burns on first. Runners in the corner. Still 1 out. Hampton now to the plate. And if you remember last time she was at bat, she had that double to right center. Now Burns advances to second. Clean steal.
Yeah, she shows bunt, allows Burns to take second. So now second and third with only 1 out. Ella Hampton at the plate.
0-1 count. That'll drop in center field. Another run will score. That is now 7 hits in this inning. And with that throw, Hampton makes her way to second. So you have Burns on third, Hampton on second.
Yeah, once again, you see an instance where you don't hit the cutoff and it allows a runner to advance. And Johnson certainly taking advantage of that.
Kaywood did advance home. Johnson at 16 hits has added 5 runs in this inning. That last pitch was called a strike.
Deshaun, 16 hits, 7 in this inning.
Absolutely. It's like they wanted to go to 9 and they wanted to get that offense to come alive even more.
Johnson got the first round victory on Monday. Didn't play yesterday and have come to life in this one.
It does not seem rattled by a day off at all.
No, absolutely not. They were locked in this one, and as this game's gone on, they've just got more comfortable, more relaxed in the batter's box and have delivered with hit after hit after hit.
That will be popped into the infield. Runner will stay put at second and third, second out of the inning.
It'll bring Sloan Baldridge back to the plate for the second time this inning.
We're back at the top.
Flip the script. Sloan Baldridge started this inning off with a single.
She started that fiasco.
She sure did. And a fiasco indeed if you're a Reinhardt fan, because Johnson, tie ball game, 5 runs here in the top of the 9th.
That brings it to a strike.
That's a good pitch from Krauth. This one a little high.
Croft now. 2-1 count. 2 outs on the board. Hampton on second. Burns on third. Johnson lead by 5. And with that throw to first, that was hitting the foul territory.
Yeah, I was say it was a foul ball. Would have been a bang-bang play at first. A lot of speed from Baldridge. Could have very easily beaten that one out.
That next pitch, a bit low in the dirt. Brings it to a full count. If you're Croft, want to retire this batter, get Reinhardt's offense going, get out of this inning. And that's exactly what will happen. So we're going to go into the bottom of the 9th. We still have a lot more action left. Stay tuned on Southeast Sport Network to see what will happen at Brickyard Park. Bottom of the ninth action. And that is hitting the foul territory. But as that's heading to foul territory, she will come down with that first out. Johnson not giving up on anything.
A great catch over in foul territory by Armstrong to retire Stevens, out number 1. Johnson just 2 outs away now from closing this one out. And
Number 12, Ashley Young.
a close ball game all throughout. The Johnson Royals blew it open in the top of the 9th. Currently enjoy a 5-run lead, 8-3.
Ashley Young right now up to bat. It's her first go. Another pitch down the middle called strike. Lindy Weber, 8.5 innings of work, 10 strikeouts, 135 total pitches.
Yeah, very efficient, outstanding performance from Lindy Weber. Really liked how she's just kept the ball active in the zone, moving it around. Made it very, very difficult on this Reinhardt team.
That is hitting the foul territory.
And then, in addition to that, just the mental approach. I mean, taking, one batter at a time, not really getting flustered if something didn't go her way. Hats off to Lindy Weber.
I agree with you. Because in that situation when Reinhardt decided to make that rally to give us extra innings, that can be a confidence killer for certain people.
Oh, yeah. Had a 1-run lead going into the bottom of the 7th. Reinhardt scores. A 1-run lead going into the bottom of the 8th. Reinhardt scores.
And it stays composed, 11 strikeout.
Wow. Just a fantastic performance.
2 away. Johnson 1 out from
The left fielder, number 33.
doing what they were determined to do. They were down until they started making that rally later on in that game.
Yeah, just didn't quit. There's no quit in them, and that's what you want to see at this level, at this situation. And just gut them out, grind them out type of win. And Johnson 1 out away from putting that into reality.
Popped off the glove. Can she get it to first? Johnson will take the victory. And with that, Johnson moves to the 3 o'clock game tomorrow, and they will take the winner of the next winner of the Tennessee Wesleyan and Bernal game. Reinhardt now will advance and play at 11 o'clock, and they will take on CIU.
Victory. Johnson will move on.
We will see a rematch of the Rams and the Eagles tomorrow morning. Can CIU pull off a rematch victory, or will Reinhardt sweep over CIU in advance? We will find out. But we have one more game left with the number 6 seeded Tennessee Wesleyan and number 7 seeded Bernal. What a game. Jeff, take me through it.
It was a great game. And, just to go through it, play-by-play would be, we'd be here another hour, Deshaun. But, when you take a look at Reinhardt, they struck first, and, Ansley Pettit was dealing early on, but Johnson never wavered. As the game went on, they were able to get some hits, put a few runs on the board, took the lead going into the 7th. Reinhardt fights back to tie it up in the 7th. Johnson scores in the 8th. Reinhardt ties it up in the 8th, and then in that 9th inning, it was all Johnson Royals as they started this thing off with 5 consecutive hits, put 5 runs on the board, and they will walk out of here with what some people would call an upset victory, 8-3 over the number one seed Reinhardt Eagles, and keep their hopes alive for an AAC softball championship.
Quick fact, Johnson, with now sweeping them on the season, have now beat them for the 3rd time. Will they run into each other again, or not. We will find out. But until then, we have a Bulldog and Golden Tigers matchup next here on Southeast Sports Network. Tune in. If you will be done with us for today, we will see you tomorrow. And we thank you all here in Kingsport, Tennessee.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shry Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shry Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.
So an instant classic on the other side of town in our softball matchup. We're still not ready to get started here. First pitch is supposed to be 7:15 Eastern time, so 10 minutes from right now. We'll be back with you and have all the action in just a moment between the Bulldogs and the Lions.
Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. We bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
See, Smokey thinks I'm funny.
got involved in officiating volleyball 8 years after I played Division I in college.
Saying yes to volleyball officiating will give you the privilege to be a part of one of the most exciting sports around.
I'm a speaker,
A builder.
I coach,
culinary arts, auditor, a firefighter.
For anyone contemplating becoming a volleyball official, just go for it.
Take the plunge, open the door.
Say yes to officiating. Learn more about how to get involved at sayyes-to-officiating.com.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine, marking a path for the next generation.
We're there to serve, make sure we're creating a fair atmosphere for both teams, upholding the integrity of the game.
I chose to be an official. It's the best decision I've made.
In life, things aren't scripted. Games aren't pre-scripted. You know, I got into officiating because my father was an official. Officiating was part of our family life. It wasn't just the game.
Get to be outside, get to experience the game. It's so much more fun. You can get a lot out of it.
If you're an athlete, we need people like you and translate those skills to officiating.
It helped me become not only a better official, but a better person.
It happens in every town, in every game.
We never have a perfect game, but the rewards always outweigh the negativities.
And it's just been wonderful.
Walk-off home run.
Here's a shot to the right side.
This is shaping up to be a
Here's a strike outside, too.
Oh!
In Kingsport, Tennessee, it's time for the 2025 AA Baseball Tournament to resume. I'm Gabriel Schrei here with my good friend and analyst Gary Justice, bringing you all the action for our nightcap. We made it a great day of action, finally capping off day 2, and this promises to be a really good one, Gary.
Yeah, Bryan picked up a big win last night, and you have the top 5 ranked team in the country battling them, Tennessee Wesleyan.
That's right. That's an important note. It's the number 3 Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs and the Lions of Bryan College. Tennessee Wesleyan has had a fantastic season. We'll dig a little bit more into the analytics that have driven them all year in just a moment. But Bryan College, 27 wins. Tennessee Wesleyan, 37 wins. They've been unbelievable. We'll take a look at the top 10 in the NAIA as well as the final standings for the AAC in just a moment. This one to the right side. It escapes down the gap, and he's free to the bag at 1. And on board for the Lions. What a strike of the ball for Ramsey, who is wearing number 23 instead of number 25.
He led off the game last night with a home run over the right field wall. Leads off the ball game tonight with a base hit to right field. The table setter for the Bryan Lions.
I love it. Table setter.
Daniel Batcher getting the start on the bump for the Bulldogs. We'll set their defense here shortly. Newman to left, Catalano in center field, Reynolds in right.
This one delivered well right down the middle.
Shelley at third, Dixon at short, Espinoza at second base, Shaw, the first baseman, Stewart behind the plate, the player of the year in the conference. Daniel Batcher on the bump.
Softball action will resume momentarily between the Bulldogs and Golden Tigers on SCSN. You can catch that on all of our channels, Twitch TV, SCSNsports.com/how-to-watch, SCSNsports.com. You can tune in on YouTube, our Fire TV app, and so many other ways. Today's broadcasts are all being simulcast live to the National Sports Broadcast Network, which has the same set and collection of channels, as well as the AAC Digital Network. And everything Reinhardt has played in has been simulcast all throughout North Georgia to over 500,000 subscribers on Channel 3 on Cherokee Cable.
Dante Morton, the shortstop for the Lions, hitting now. He was honored being named first team All AAC. You're going to be hearing that a lot tonight for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs and a couple of Bryan players as well. We like to honor those guys as much as we can. They've had outstanding seasons, and this is game 8 of the AAC baseball tournament. It's been 7 dandies so far.
Winds and delivers the 2-2. Bang! Hello! Goodbye! Over the left field wall, an absolute howitzer. That thing is out of here. How much do you think the shipping is to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina? That thing is in the ocean, baby. My goodness, he cranked it. Say goodbye. Morton uncorks that. It's gone.
Excellent at bat. Got a breaking ball inside. Turned on it. Number 19 of the season for Dante Morton. It's going to bring up the right fielder, Cade Cook.
He's headed down the line to 1 and in time. So he'll go back to the dugout, cut down.
It's going to have Chris Hall, the DH. You know, how do you play against the number 3 ranked team in the entire country? You come out and you set the tone early, and Dante Morton did exactly that. Leadoff single from Caleb Ramsey, a 2-run shot from Dante Morton. That was a no-doubter. I'm just shocked of how far that baseball wind gave.
No doubter is right, an absolute blast.
I really like about Daniel Batcher on the bump. He's a tall pitcher, gets on top of the baseball and works downhill.
Delivers this with authority. Count rises 1-2.
You watch Batcher's mechanics as well. He'll throw that baseball straight to the plate. He doesn't fall to the third base side or the first base side. Everything's straight to the plate.
Got a hold of that.
When you're able to get on top of the baseball, stay consistent to on the home plate, you're able to hit your spots much more. He's able to work under people's hands on the outside corner, trying to avoid the barrel.
Count even at 2 with 1 away.
Chris Hall, and he'll be followed by the first baseman for the Lions next.
Delivery right down the middle. We'll punch him out, and he'll go back to the dugout. What a punch out to get us started for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. They're trying to respond to a 2-run shot by Morton over the left field wall that's still rolling down the roadway.
This is Curcio, the first baseman.
Got a hold of that. A banger, back center left. This one is traveling towards the wall as well. It's off the wall, and the chain link as he's headed down through scoring position at 2. Now to 3. They want to cut him down as he slides in, and he's safe. Prime scoring position. The Bryan Lions playing some baseball in Kingsport, Tennessee. Oh, baby, what a start for Bryan College. They score a pair on a 2-run shot. Now they've got a man in prime position over at 3.
They kind of setting the tone here in game 4 of the day. And we'll break up the second baseman, Cyrus Campos.
Winds and delivers, and this is going to go low, but cut the corner of the zone for strike 1.
I'm impressed. We talked about the Bryan Lions in that matchup yesterday. They know how to swing the sticks, and they're putting it on display this evening.
0-1.
If Campos is able to reach, then the catcher, Garrett Warden, would hit.
Got a hold of it, floated. This could retire the side if they can control it, and they do. He'll go back to the dugout, and we will flip sides in Kingsport, Tennessee, where the early lead is in the hands of the Bryan College Lions on the Southeast Sports Network.
Stay connected with the Appalachian Athletic Conference and the Southeast Sports Network all season long. Follow along on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X for the latest scores, highlights, and exclusive content. Don't miss a moment. Visit their websites and get connected today.
The right way to play with the NAI. Learn more about their latest campaign, how to get involved, and what the NAI means to so many athletes at NAIA.org. So before we go on, a look at the top 10 baseball teams in America, and look at this. Gary, I just want to clearly state the Johnson Royals are also in the latest top 25. It was released 6 hours ago now. This is where we stand across the nation. Look at that. LSU Shreveport 47-0. Are you kidding me?
I think it's pretty good.
That's okay. That's decent. That'll get you through.
Yeah, I believe that's what you call a streak when you win 47 straight.
But importantly, 2 Appalachian Athletic Conference teams in the top 10 in America and 3 in the top 25. Tennessee Wesleyan is number 3 at 38-11. The Reinhardt Eagles are 38-9. They rest at number 5 in the latest poll that just came out 6 hours ago to close the season.
Such a talented conference, talented players, and of course 3 AAC teams made the national tournament last year, with 2 of them making it to the World Series. Milligan was 1 win from making it to the World Series also. It is again, that level of play continues here in 2025 as well.
And this is the look at the final league standings for the conference. Reinhardt number 1, Tennessee Wesleyan 2, Johnson 3, Milligan 4. I mean, what a run to the finish line for these guys.
It's been an entertaining season of baseball. The Appalachian Athletic Conference game 8 of the postseason tournament, and first 7 has been entertaining, and we're off to a fast start here in game 8.
Bottom of the first, it's 2-0 Bryan College Lions. Bang, right side. This one trending foul, and he's not going to be in any danger as this sails just beyond the bullpen.
This is Chris Catalano leading things off, first team all AAC member. Quickly set the defense for the Lions. Ramsey, Stradley, and Cook in the outfield. Sabo, Morton, Campos, Crucio at first base, and Warden behind the bump. David Walker doing the pitching.
Got a hold of that, looking for the bloop, and it's controlled to send him back to the dugout. The Lions are cooking with gas. That's a controlled substance, and they are using it on the turf tonight. My goodness.
Bring up third baseman Josh Shelley, another first-team All-AAC member. Talented offense in Tennessee Wesleyan. They lead the conference in the majority of the offensive categories.
Very close. That'll go low and tight for a ball. (1-0). Skeeters off of the synthetic turf. Second ball.
A Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldog has been named Player of the Week in the conference 6 times this year. Corbin Shaw was Player of the Week, I should say, 6 times.
Bang! Roped, and it finds the gap into right center. He's down across one and wants to go to 2, but he'll stay put as the ball returned back towards second base. So with 1 away, the Bulldogs have their first on board in Kingsport.
And this will bring the Player of the Year in the Appalachian Athletic Conference and Daniel Stewart, the catcher. Billy Berry leads the way for the Bulldogs program, 18th season, over 700 wins as a head coach.
Stewart at the plate. We'll see his first cut in the 2025 AAC tournament.
Yeah, they lead the conference in runs scored, hits, doubles, home runs, RBIs, extra base hits, total bases, batting average, on-base percentage, slugging percentage as well. That's pretty good.
That's decent. That'll get you by. 1-0. Banger. This one rattles off. Bryan College is out of Dayton, Tennessee, named for William J. Bryan. Sued the federal government back in the early days of the school, or prior to the school's existence, rather, for teaching evolution in schools, and they reversed that. He affected the way our education system functioned forever. Tennessee Wesleyan is based out of Athens, Tennessee. They're an East Tennessee program. That's about 40 minutes south of Knoxville along I-75. Nice town. They've got one of the best bowling programs in all of America at the collegiate level. They've won a national championship a couple of times, and in the last few years. Left side, a rope into left field. That one's going. He's across to scoring position at 2. Daniel Stewart gets the bat working quickly.
Yeah, there's a reason why he's a Player of the Year. He knows how to put the bat on the ball, and did a good job there. He kept his hands back and just drove that thing between the 5 and 6 hole. That's going to bring up the newcomer of the year, Colton Reynolds, the right fielder, and we'll have a runner at first base.
No such thing as sharing awards to the Bulldogs. What kind of hardware cabinet do these guys have? My goodness.
Jonathan Bosk will run for Stewart at first base as a courtesy runner.
Oh, holds off. That'll be a ball.
Now you talk about sharing the awards. The Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs, of course, the offense they put up, and several pitchers are on the first team or second team. Billy Berry's got quite a roster for the Bulldogs.
1-0. Stands by, watches that go.
Go, go.
2-0. Banger. This one is through the infield, controlled. 6, 5. They got him. The double play will retire the side as the Lions will return to their dugout, successfully fending off the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs in the bottom of the first. Bryan Lions hanging out in the dugout. Gabriel Schrei, Gary Justice, glad you're with us.
You know, they should be happy. The Dante Morton 2-run shot, and they end the bottom of the first inning with a 6-4-3 double play, and And the guy's enjoying the camera.
Getting a little love.
It's really funny when the guys, they know the camera's on, they act like they don't know the camera's on them. They've been staring at this camera for a long time during the commercial break.
Look at I want to see the flow. Yes, Batman.
There you go.
Look
yes.
At it. He's feeling it. I love it. I love it. Glad you're with us, Southeast Sports Network. I'm Gabriel Schrei, Gary Justice with me. It is 2-0 as we flip to the top of the second. And before we get started, we took a look at the standings for the league and for the conference before we got started with the bottom of the first. We're going to take a look across town where it's the Tigers of Bernal, the Golden Tigers. And who are they battling? You know who it is, the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs over there, as that one is still scoreless and just getting started.
Daniel Batcher will toe the rubber for the second time for the Bulldogs on the baseball side. Second team all AAC member selection. In his one inning, he allowed 3 hits, 2 runs. Got a punch out, a fly out, a ground out through 19 pitches, 12 strikes. And he'll face 7, 8, 9 be Warden, Stradley, and Sabo here in the second inning.
Leading off the second for the Lions, the catcher, Garrett Warden.
First pitch misses on 1 ball with strikes.
On backs, let's go.
1-0 goes across the corner for strike 1. We're having a good time. This one is strike 2. We've got access to the production controls of the other stream. We're fixing things from across town right now watching the stream. 1-2. Bang! Look out for the Bryan Lions. A rope a little bloop into left field. He's down to the bag at 1 for Bryan College.
That's going to be the 4th hit already for the Lions. Bring up the center fielder Logan Stradley. You have a runner at first base for Warden.
Tyron Morris, number 17, is the runner at first.
Tyron Morris will be the runner at first. Yeah, the Lions come out. They brought the hit sticks tonight, Gabe.
Got a hold of that. Look out. Center field. Will it be down in time? Nice catch by the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. Saw that coming, tracked it well, positioned his body perfectly, and able to rove under that as our center fielder, Catalano.
Yeah, Catalano did a nice job tracking it off the bat. First step was back and continued going, and he read the baseball. He's looking at the middle of the baseball, kept in his eyesight, falling up in his glove. Let's bring up the third baseman, Jake Sabo.
First delivery's low for a ball.
After Sabo will be Caleb Ramsey. As the lineup will flip over. Batcher looking for a 1-pitch, 2-out situation.
1-0. Low as well.
Yeah, both teams come out here early swinging the bat. Being very aggressive, attacking early. Finding a lot of barrels early in this ball game.
Bang! Right side, the bloop is down. He's across 2 and in scoring position there for the Bryan Lions. 2 on board with 1 away. Bryan College, hot start.
To bring up Caleb Ramsey, he singled to right field and to lead off the ball game. Pitching coach from Tennessee Wesleyan said, hey, let's talk about this one.
He's coming out for a mound visit. You can see him. He just crossed the right side of your screen. Here we are gathered up on the mound, an early meeting of the minds.
Yeah, Batcher, talented pitcher, second team all AAC. Just Bryan's coming out tonight swinging the bat. Not showing any kind of intimidation whatsoever. So now Ramsey will hit for the second time with the runners at first and second, and only 1 out. umpires can go up and break up the meeting.
Too long for our ump. Top of the second inning between the Lions and the Bulldogs. Whoa, this one is going to sail just over the corner of the zone. Oh, the dog is back. There's a dog, everyone. You can almost see it, actually, in the shot there.
He tried the breaking ball, just missed, and he's trying to get Caleb Ramsey to roll his hands over. They get a ground ball. Trying to get 2 outs with 1 pitch.
Great delivery. Strike 2. 1 away, 2 on board, 1 in scoring position for the Lions of Bryan.
Really impressed with Batcher's mechanics. I know Lions are squaring him up right now, but he'll start hitting the spots.
1-2. Held off. That's low, way outside. It's a second ball. It evens our count at 2.
Stewart is a very talented offensive player, the catcher for Tennessee Wesleyan, but he's as impressive on the defensive end. Does a good job receiving the baseball, setting up, giving good targets for his pitchers to throw to.
That's low. It fills our count. Payoff pitch coming. Oh! Hopefully he's all right. Clatters around. He goes down. Looks like he got hit with a pitch.
Caught a foul ball, so we have an opportunity to hit.
Looks like he's all right. We'll play on. Fouls off over the top of the backstop right towards us. Still battling. Right up the middle. This one roped through the gap. Here come the Lions of Bryan College coming home for the score. He's across. They make it 3-0 against the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. Unreal.
Yeah, roped that baseball right back up the middle. Good response after getting had the pitch high and in. Giving a 3-0 lead, capitalizing on opportunities, and up Dante Morton, who back in the first inning get the 2-run bomb to left field and quickly action in the Bulldogs bullpen. So you have Ramsey at first, Sabo at third.
This rattles around.
Yeah, they've been working Morton inside his first at bat. When he hit the home run, it was a 2-2 pitch. They continually battling him inside, trying to get on his hands. Of course, the art of pitching is avoiding barrels. He try to get on people's hands on the short part of the bat or get on the edge or the end.
Big cut, strike 2.
Yeah, breaking ball. Then he also went breaking ball, then went change.
There's a look at your bullpen, Gary.
Yeah, quickly up. Didn't expect to have the bullpen up in the second inning.
Chop it around. This one across the plate.
I think one thing about the Lions shortstop Dante Morton, he does not get cheated when he swings the bat. No balls and 2 strikes, so he'll get it right on top of the plate.
Through the infield, coming home for the score, yes. 4-0, the Bryan Lions bring another one home.
So Morton will reach via the fielder's choice, and they're able to put 2 more on the scoreboard. As you talked about, give this 4-0 lead and capitalize and minimize. And right now, the Bryan Lions have capitalized on their opportunities to score. Cade Cook, he bounced out 6-3 his first time.
Bang! Straight back. This one controlled in center field. And finally, the Bulldogs able to limit the damage and retire the side as they'll head back to the dugout. And we'll take a break along with them on the Southeast Sports Network. 4-0, Bryan Lions.
Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. We bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
Welcome back to Kingsport, Tennessee. It's the best fan.
Enjoying the ball game more than anybody else, loving the people.
I'm sure he loves playing with balls. Probably wants to go fetch them.
Corbin Shaw lead things off. First team all AAC. You'll see the second baseman's actually playing on the shortstop side of the bag. I'll give you a little view of that real quick. You can see where the second baseman's playing. So definitely playing him to pull. 2 balls and no strikes, so Shaw can be extremely selective on what pitch he goes for now.
2-0.
It'll be Shaw, Stevens, and Espinoza do up for the Bulldogs in their half of the second. Bryan put 2 on the board in the second, in the first and the second.
Nice delivery.
The designated hitter, Jack Stevens.
DH next in the order. This one zipped across, 1-0. The lights have flickered on inside of the stadium. Little nighttime baseball action. Bottom of the second, 1-0. Count even at 1. Fouled.
Stevens, a very productive player for the Bulldogs. He'll hit with the ball and 2 strike count. He'll shorten his stride up ever so slightly.
1-2. Fouled off. He'll stay alive. Look at that. That is the most baseball thing. It was like a summer night in June.
I love baseball under the lights. Nothing, the best sporting event you can go to.
We could start calling this like the Masters. 1-2. Bang! This one back deep. Right center towards the wall. It's off the chain link and stays in play. Here come the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs moving quickly down around the base path. Oh, baby, 2 in scoring position.
Nice job by Stevens, hitting with 2 strikes, Gabe, but let the baseball travel as far as you can. Barrel the bat, squared it up, drove that baseball. One hop, the Quisenberry's construction sign. Now the Bulldogs in business here with nobody out. A couple runners in scoring position.
Can we get that shot of the light again? Yeah, just hold that for a second. Just get real zoomed in on it. Here's the delivery. Big swing for strike 1.
Espinoza, the second baseman. This is an opportunity for David Walker. He had to minimize or prevent. It's hard to prevent the Bulldogs staying off scoreboard. You got to minimize their innings if you can.
0-1. All right, you ready for this, Gary? I'm going to do like an ode to a summer night of baseball. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, keep that shot. Just keep holding it. It's going to sound like the Masters, though. It's going to be a little hokey. You got to bear with me. Do we have some music we can play? No, it's too hype. Fouled off. He'll stay alive. All right, zoom out real slow from the light. A summer night. Warm, breezy air in June. You can smell hot dogs and popcorn on the wind. Kids laugh and play. Playing catch with a football nearby. It's baseball season in America. Welcome inside of Hunter Wright Stadium, home of the Kingsport Axemen. Chopper left side, controlled. Bulldogs stay put. Play at 1 in time.
Nice job to save over to Kirso for the put out. 5-3. He'll be the first out. Then he bring up Devin Dixon, the shortstop.
Thanks for the shot of the light. That could use some shopping, the words to that. Like, oh, smell the hot dogs on the wind or popcorn or whatever. We'll get there. You just got it. We need some music. We need some dramatic.
It'll be Dixon, and he'll be followed by Cruz Newman. Newman on deck. He was named second team All-AAC, hitting the 9-hole. So we talked about Walker minimizing or preventing some damage. He did a good job. Runners second and third, nobody out. Got the ground ball to third. 1-1 count on the shortstop, Devin Dixon.
1 away, 2 in scoring position for the number 3 Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. He's in danger. Right back towards us. And this one is off of the bleachers. That boxer we showed a little while ago looks really intrigued by the ball.
He's locked. He's locked to the. Let me go. I'll get it.
I can take care of that for everyone. Dinger, right side. He'll be safe as this one floats harmlessly down to the warning track.
Yeah, with 2 strikes there, just keep fighting things off till you find a pitch that you like that you can drive.
Seeing it, Dave. Let's go. Straighten it up a little bit.
1-2 right up the middle, leaks into the outfield. Here come the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. 1-2. It's a 2-run ball game. 4-2. Bryan hangs on to the lead for now, but Tennessee Wesleyan gets a pair back.
Base hit up the middle, be the 4th for the Bulldogs.
Left fielder, Cruz Newman.
Go Cruz! 1-2.
Nice job by Dixon to drive that baseball back in the middle. Drive in two, brings up Cruz Newman, the left fielder, the 2024 Appalachian Athletic Conference postseason tournament most valuable player. And Dixon will get his lead from first with one out.
We've seen 4 runs in the second inning.
Both teams are squaring the baseball up right now. Getting good swings on all the pitches. Good approaches at the plate.
1-0.
Newman will be Catalano after him as the lineup will flip over.
Big cut. Couldn't get a hold of that.
I was going to wonder when Walker was going to start utilizing the change a little bit more. He has one of the better changeups you'll see. When you see a lineup like this, you want to try to keep them off balance, get them on that front foot, roll those hands over, get a ground ball.
Newman pops up the 2-1 ball and evens the count at 2.
So pitch selection, you go change up, then go fastball. What happens is you can either slow hitter's timing down or speed it up. You throw the change up, you're trying to slow them down.
I feel like you're about to show us.
2-2
makes the count full.
What happens, you throw change, and what happens is once you throw the change up, you slow it down, and then you come back with a fastball, and it makes it look so much faster.
We had a baseball up here, and somehow we lost it. It was so chaotic. You find it?
I've got my baseball.
I found a baseball. Got a hold of it. Right side, easily to the wall. It hits the chain link. Here come the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. He's across 3 and coming home for TWU. Bulldogs, easy run. 1-run ball game and another in scoring position out at 2 for Tennessee Wesleyan.
Yes, this inning, Corbin Shaw led off with a walk, a double by Stevens, a single by Dixon, and a double by Newman. And the Bulldogs have put 3 on the scoreboard quickly, and this is what this Bulldogs offense can do. 1 through 9, they can drive the baseball. Extra base hits. Again, they lead the conference in 10 different offensive categories. An elite offensive producing club throughout the country.
One away, Tennessee Wesleyan has scored 3 in the bottom side of this inning. We've seen 7 runs scored in our first 2 innings. This is what I'm talking about. This is why I came here. I wanted to see a home run derby.
Catalano flew out to right field his first time.
You probably hate that, don't you? Gary is a Hall of Fame pitcher in this conference. Banger center field with 1 away. This could send us second back to the dugout, and it does.
Nice job, the response after the base hits, get the fly ball, and got to keep on avoiding barrels when you can. Bring up Josh Shelley. He singled to right field his first time. Second time through the lineup to see Walker to utilize his change more. That was my go-to pitch, and the most effective guys throughout the history of baseball. Throw that pitch as slow as possible. Get the hitters off the rhythm.
Strike 1, 2 away.
Second time through the lineup. They saw him once. They've seen 9, now already 10 hitters with Catalano already hitting. Shelley hitting with 2 outs here in the second.
Delivered to even the count at 1.
They got action in the Wesleyan bullpen.
Right up the middle. This one escapes. Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs, an equalizing run. They've scored 4 as the ball slides away. And we've got another runner in scoring position out at 2 as Shelley slides onto the plate.
As we talk about fundamentals, Stradley did a nice job of fielding the baseball. His throw to the plate is too high, though, over top the cutoff man's head. Will allow Shelley to go from first to second on the throw, and the Bulldogs have quickly put 4 on the scoreboard and threatening to put more.
We've got a meeting on top of the mound already, so will they meet? We'll keep talking about it, but a look across town where it's deadlocked, 2 runs apiece in the top of the second in the softball tournament of the AAC. Gary, already a meeting on the mound. We're just in the bottom of the second. Tennessee Wesleyan's got the bats working.
Yeah, a lot of times the meeting on the mound is a couple of different things. One, you can try to calm the pitcher down, maybe a reminder on a mechanical issue or pitch selection. But also sometimes it's just trying to disrupt the rhythm, the momentum that's in the Tennessee Wesleyan dugout right now. Of course, also the player of the year coming up to bat next, and Daniel Stewart.
Keep it going, D-Stu. Come on.
That is tough.
The catcher,
Daniel Stewart.
I truly believe if he starts using the change more, getting these guys on his front foot,
Let's go 2-1.
yeah, that's one of his best pitches to his arsenal. He's got to start using it.
Good idea.
Bang. That's foul.
And see, that was a changeup. What happens is you get those guys on the front foot, and he
Get
just kind of wave. So if
I got to see. Let's see.
Yeah, so what happens? Your fastball, you have a lot of space. Change up, you close the space there too. So that's what David needs to be throwing right here. A lot of just close that space, throw the change, get those guys off rhythm. And that's the first pitch to Stewart. Got him off rhythm. He was able to wave the hands.
0-1. Oh, baby. Look out left field. He can retire the side, and he does. They eliminate any further threat from the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. We're deadlocked, 4 runs apiece in Kingsport, Tennessee.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire Tablet with just a few clicks.
Kingsport is more than just a stop, it's a destination. From family fun at Bays Mountain Park to championship golf, arts, and local events, there's something here for everyone. Ready to experience Southern hospitality at its finest? Plan your visit today and see why Kingsport is the perfect place to relax, explore, and make unforgettable memories. Visit kingsport.com. Your adventure starts here. Stay connected with Visit Kingsport and the Southeast Sports Network all season long. Follow along on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X for the latest updates, highlights, and exclusive content. Don't miss a moment. Visit their websites and get connected today.
Putting off the third for Bryan is the designated hitter, Chris Hall.
Deadlocked at 4 runs apiece after the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs explode in the bottom of the second. And I want to say I'm surprised or it's amazing, but it's pretty much routine for this program. That's why they're number 3 in America.
Well, also, again, leading the conference in 10 offensive categories, including home runs, 132 on the season. But more importantly, those 132 home runs, they've only allowed 54, so they can hit it and they can pitch it. But now also the Bryan line's off to a quick start. They scored 2 in the first, 2 in the second. Themselves there, a good offensive unit. Chris Hall, the DAT, struck out swinging his first time.
Count even at 1 as he takes strike 2.
This is Matthew Pledge, the new pitcher. Check that. That's number 8. That's Cameron Gopher.
Big cut. He'll go down swinging. One away for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs.
Now pitching for Tennessee Wesleyan is number 8, Cameron Gopher. The batter for Bryan is the first baseman, Will Curcio.
So Will Curcio will hit. Curcio tripled to center field his last time. We talked about Cameron Gopher, the new hurler. Batter only lasts 2 innings for the Wesleyan Bulldogs.
1-0. Count even at 1. Right down Main Street. My goodness, that one sailed past the headquarters of Eastman.
Curcio, then he'll be followed by Campos.
1-1. Bang! Dug some sand out with that. Rattles through the infield. Play at 1 in time. Goodbye. Punch him a one-way ticket back home to Dayton.
Such a tough play by Devin Dixon, the shortstop. Filled that baseball on the run. Exchange the ball from your glove to your throwing hand and make a quality throw. Bring up the second baseman, Cyrus Campos.
Two away. This is ball 1 as it skeeters through the turf. Whoops. Look out. Bang! Right field, down the line, towards the chain link. Lots of room and time for the Bryan Lion. Rounds the bag at 1, headed out to 2 to get into scoring position. Drink Life Water, I guess. That's a pretty good ad right there for Life Water.
Nice job of Campos of keeping that baseball fair down the right field line. A little 2-out double, allowing the Lions to be in scoring position for the 3rd straight inning. They've capitalized in the 1st and 2nd game. Let's see if they capitalize on this scoring opportunity in the 3rd. Against a team with an offense like the Bulldogs, you have to take advantage every opportunity that you have. Garrett Warden, the catcher, is the hitter.
Delivers that one just under the zone.
He singled to left field his first time. He's able to reach, then Logan Stradley will hit here in the 3rd.
2 away, 1-0 is outside of the zone as well. Runner in scoring position, standing out at 2.
Yeah, Gopher came in, he struck out Hall. Curcio bounced out 6-3, and then Campos doubled. So you'll see the second baseman come in. He'll flash, and he'll start flashing some signs to Gopher.
Right up the middle, controlled, goodbye. We'll retire the side. When we return, more college baseball, deadlocked, 4 runs apiece.
Welcome to SESN, your ticket to the front row of the sports world, covering local, regional, and national events. We bring the game to you. Feel the excitement of every play, every score, every victory. Get your seat, get on air, and immerse yourself in the heart-pounding action. The Southeast Sports Network, where sports come to life.
Welcome back to Kingsport, Tennessee. Apparently the baseball beauty thing was a hit. Did you like that? You want to do it again?
I like it, yes, please.
Okay, all right. We got Jeff Hubbard as our cam op tonight, and he's in the other room. Jeff, can you go ahead? Go ahead. Just yeah. Perfect. There's a certain peace that settles over the ballpark as the game stretches into its late chapters. The sun hangs low, casting long shadows across the diamond, and time itself seems to slow just for a moment. It's here, between pitches, that baseball reveals its quiet magic. A father's lifter drifting from the stands, the rustle of a well-worn glove, the soft thump of a fastball meeting leather. And as another inning turns, we're reminded this isn't a game played by the clock, but by heart. Welcome to Kingsport, Tennessee, and the 2025 AAC Baseball Tournament. That wasn't bad.
That's a beautiful rendition.
It's not bad.
I love it.
That's a little cheesy.
Hey, we're having some fun here.
Funny, yeah.
This is Colton Riddle's leading things off, the newcomer of the year in the Appalachian Athletic Conference.
Bang! Newcomer of the year! Good! Bye! Whose car is that? Oh, baby! Oh, my goodness! Stamp him with a big red dangerous stamp before you ship him home. Oh my goodness, what a menace. It's 5-4, Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs out in front. Celebrate, you've earned it. What a great 8 minutes of television that was.
Oh, wow. Colton Reynolds just caught the fastball and deposited over.
We should probably just cut the feed now because we're not going to beat that. 1-0.
And that's
oh my goodness, Gary.
It's 5-4, and the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs have scored the last 5 runs. That's their 133rd home run of the season.
1-0. Ding. He could be in trouble. Floater just out of the reach of our right fielder.
Yes, Corbin Shaw. He walked back in the second inning, and dang, what this Bulldogs offense. We talked about it in the top of the third when the Lions had a runner at second base and 2 outs. You got to take advantage of scoring opportunities when you play the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. That's the reason why they had that ability for extra base hits, and they had the ability to hit that baseball over the wall. Colton Reynolds, newcomer of the year. And he may be introducing himself to a few folks for the first time. My goodness.
I swear that home run hit that car. You think that car's okay? You're not worried about the car, are you?
Well, the thing is, I've got something to point out to you right here just in a second. So there's the sign the baseball went over. It was "Do That Insurance." So if it does hit the car, he's got an insurance sign right there, ready to rock and roll.
Oh, there's people out there. Nice. Little free baseball.
Absolutely. I mean, that was a shot. I mean, I'm looking for the measurements of how far it is into the left center field gap.
Great delivery. Yeah, call the Federal Aviation Administration. That thing is a danger to commercial air traffic.
We haven't seen many long balls hit. It only makes 3, and 2 of them's been in this game the entire tournament. Yeah, Corbin Shaw's worked this count to full, 3 balls and 2 strikes, and he'll be followed by Jack Stevens.
Bottom of the third, no outs yet after the banger in the bottom side of this inning. Payoff pitch. Take your place on the bag at 1, my friend. You've earned it.
Something, if you're watching at home, just watch the hitters for Tennessee Wesleyan, how quiet their body movement is when they hit. It's very intentional. The guys who struggle, especially with people with high velocity or big breaking balls, they have a lot of movement with their lower body. Every one of the Bulldogs, 1 through 9, very quiet with their lower half. They get the barrel of the bat to the baseball.
Hello. He's in trouble. Center field, gone. 1 away. Tagging up and stealing second, he's safe. How about that, baby?
Yeah, nice job of Corbin Shaw. He recognized that Stradley was going to go a long distance, catch the baseball, had to catch it over his shoulder, allowed Corbin Shaw to tag up in advance because Stradley's went to catch the baseball, set his feet, and then throw, and allowed Shaw to advance to first and second. That's his next level play, getting a runner in scoring position. He's going to bring up Brian Espinoza, the second baseman. He bounced out 5-3 his first time. If he's able to reach, Devin Dixon will hit.
Ball 1.
Yeah, this offense is relentless.
Number 3 team in America, Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. 1 away, 1-0. It's a bit outside.
Made it to the NAIA College World Series final game last year.
Not surprised to see that. This program is so well run. They're a powerhouse.
You talk about on several sports, they have a lot of red banners hanging on their campus.
Bowling. You know how hard it is to be good at bowling. 3-0. Strike 1. We should go bowling sometime.
That's something that I enjoy doing. I'm terrible at, but it amazes me to watch guys and ladies who can really bowl the bowling ball and put a lot of spin on it.
Left side, it's got room, space, time, blue left field. He's going to stay at 3, a little too dangerous to try and come home.
Yeah, they've uncorked the offense right now. That'll be the 8th hit of the ball game. Another trip to the mound. Got a hurler thrown in the pen for the Lions. I don't know if they'll make a change quite yet. The relief pitcher hasn't been throwing a lot, but no runs in the first for the Bulldogs, 4 in the second, got 1 so far in the third, and they have runners at first and third and only 1 out. You have Devin Dixon followed by Cruz Newman coming up. Walker's up to 57 pitches, 34 strikes. He's allowed 8 hits, 5 runs, all earned. Walked a couple, 4 flyouts, 2 groundouts. He's allowed 1 home run. So there are 8 base hits, not 3 of them has been for extra bases, 2 doubles, and a home run. The game started off, the Bryan Lions had all the momentum with a Dante Morton 2-run blast, and they scored 2 more in the top half of the second, go 4-0. But since then, team momentum has left the Bryan Lions, went to the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs.
Banger. Left side, we got another run coming home. He's going to slide in safe. Ball's loose. Tennessee Wesleyan will stay put as it's regathered.
Yeah, putting the ball in play and score another run Ball hit deep in that 6-hole. Morton unable to get the out of first base. Nice job of Dixon of hustling down the line. He had runners at first and second and only one out. It's going to bring up Cruz Newman. You'll see Walker come to set. Change up swung on and missed. Dixon will get these first. Espinosa from second. Change up back-to-back times. That was Newman out in front of it. No balls and 2 strikes. After Newman be Chris Catalano.
Hey, settle in there, Cruz. Let's go.
Yeah, Newman, the 2024 most valuable player of this tournament.
Got him.
And that was a situation where Gabe, he used the changeup 3 times to strike out Newman. Catalano, this will be his 3rd plate appearance in 3 innings, so flipping the lineup over once again. Challenging when you have a hitter see you 3 times in 3 innings.
I could probably look at that sky the rest of the night. Banger right up the middle. Trouble for the Bryan Lions across to 1, and this is in time to retire the side. Beautiful play by Bryan College will flip us to the top of the 4th in Kingsport, Tennessee.
So full count. Hall takes this next pitch. That is going to be hit into right field. Riley Smith with another put out. 2 outs on the board.
Yeah, Riley Smith doing a great job patrolling right field. Long run near the foul line. Hauls that one in for out number 2.
Tatum Massengill.
Smith has both putouts here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
And if you're Bernal, you want to get this next out, make it a quick inning, as that is going to be popped right at first. 3 up, 3 down. We go into the 4th inning.
No runs, no hits, no errors.
And Jeff, what do you think we can see from Bernal's offense? Can they break this open, take the lead, or do you think Tennessee Wesleyan is starting to figure them out on the offensive end?
Tennessee Wesleyan.
Back in Kingsport. Really close, ball 1.
Logan tried to lead things off. He flew out to Sinfield his first time. So it'll be 8-9-1. Stradley, Sabo, and Ramsey.
Choppered foul.
Go for his 2nd inning of work. He's worked 1 inning, allowed a hit to strike out 1. 2 ground outs, 14 pitches, 8 strikes.
Count even at 1. Nice delivery, strike 2.
Caught the upper part of the zone.
One, 2. Oof, big cut. He'll go down swinging. Punch him out.
Go for his 2nd punch out of his outing. I'll bring up Jake Sabo, who singled to right field his first time back in the 2nd inning. It's going to be a key inning for the Lions. The Bulldogs have scored the last 6 runs. You got to have a situation where you can punch back. The Bulldogs have been punching for the last 2 innings.
Got a hold of that. Chopper left. Going to be in time over to 1.
Shelley over to Shaw for the easy 5-3 put out. So a quick strikeout of Stradley, a quick put out, 5-3 put out for Sable brings Caleb Ramsey. Single lead off the game, then he singled back in the second, 2 for 2. This will be his third plate appearance. First time facing the Gopher.
With 2 away. Right side, hello. He's onto it. Can he make the play at 1? Oh, baby. What a turn to the side. Number 3 for good reason. We'll be back in Kingsport, Tennessee at 6-4 TWU. In Kingsport, it is 6-4, number 3, Tennessee Wesleyan and the Bulldogs. They are looking great. I'm just blown away, Gary.
They're getting it done with their sticks. Also defensively, saw Espinosa make that highlight play to close out the top half of the 4th inning. And that's a quick inning. Gophers come in, work 2 quick innings. Now the Wesleyan Bulldogs back and attacking once again. And that's what makes this Bulldogs program so elite. They find players who will fit their program, whether it be pitchers, hitters, defensively, and they coach those guys and get the most out of those players. And Coach Billy Berry and his staff have put together quite a roster, guys who can pick each other up and just definitely score a lot of runs. They're a fun ball club to watch. In that 3rd inning, they sent 8 players to the plate, and scored 2 more runs. So they scored 4 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd, and they're back on the offense again here once again in the 4th.
Just incredible. On the left side of your screen right now, these are the top 5 plays of the week from the league office from this last week. Just impressive stuff. You can check out all the top plays on the social media accounts of the NAIA, at Play NAIA, and you can also find them on NAIA.org.
Josh Shelley lead things off. He's 2 for 2. He's got a single to right and single to center. 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the Lions. 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs.
1-0. Count even at 1.
We've seen extra base hits, long balls, doubles. Seen some outstanding defensive plays both ways. Heads up base running.
Very aggressive. That goes for ball 2. It skeeters through the turf.
Shelley, Stewart, Reynolds do it for the Bulldogs here in their half of the 4th.
Winds and delivers. 3-1.
First team All-AAC selection, followed by the Player of the Year, followed by the Newcomer of the Year. 2, 3, 4 for the Bulldogs.
3-1 is missiled across, controlled well in time. Bryan Lyons sent him back to the dugout. The Lions are doing an excellent job of hanging with the number 3 team in the country.
We talked about punching back offensively. They were unable to do that in the top half of the 4th. Let's see if they can keep where they're out here in the bottom half of the 4th, give themselves an opportunity to punch in the top of the 5th, only down by 2. Stewart singled to the left, and he also flew out to left. So David Walker is in his 4th inning of work. About 9 hits, 6 runs, all earned. He's got a punch out and a couple of walks.
1-0. Banger, controlled. Pitcher's got it in time. 2 away for the Lions of Bryan College.
In the third inning, he struck out Cruz Newman on 3 changeups. He got Stewart there to bounce out on the changeup as well. Love to see Walker go to that pitch more. Very, very effective for him. Brings up Colton Reynolds, 6'4", and he hit the moonshot his last time up.
Reynolds watches that go by. It paints the corner of the zone. Strike one. Reynolds takes a big cut. Couldn't get it.
Got him out in front on the change of pace. Got him to shift that weight. Any way you can do to avoid that barrel.
0-2. Watches that go high, a bit outside. It's ball one.
Walker 1 pitch away from working a clean inning for the first time tonight.
1-2. Bangered off foul.
He's up to 74 pitches. That'll be key for the pitching staff. He's able to get through this one and keep the pitch count down a little bit so maybe go deeper in the ball game.
2 away. Walker 1-2. Boom! Left side. He hit a home run in his first appearance. Back towards the wall. The Lions were able to get into this and retire the side in Kingsport, Tennessee in electric fashion. That sends us to the top of our 5th inning.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere. Catch the most thrilling moments from your favorite local teams, only on the Southeast Sports Network. From jaw-dropping touchdowns to game-winning goals, we bring you all the highlights that make the Southeast the heart of sports. Don't miss out. Tune in anytime, anywhere, and relive the action like never before. The action lives on our YouTube channel, but you can watch highlights many different ways by visiting our website. The Southeast Sports Network, where every play matters.
Welcome back to Kingsport, Tennessee. As Cameron Gopher will toe the rope for the 3rd time tonight. He's allowed a hit. Struck out 2. 4 ground balls, 20 total pitches, 13 strikes. He will face 2, 3, 4, Morton, Cook, and Hall.
For the Lions, the shortstop, Dante Morton.
Good look at Dante Morton here. The 2-run homer back in the first and bounce into a fielder's choice in the second. Go for a rock and fire. Breaking ball, strike 1. Oh, 1. Got on his hands. Able to check his swing quickly. No balls and 2 strikes. Oh, 2. Swung on, popped up. Stewart unable to find out where the baseball is. He was looking for help. Ball was hit directly above him and got in the lights. And Stewart immediately was calling for help. So Morton will have new life. Oh, 2. Swung on that baseball. Hit high in the air. The shortstop going out deep. Makes a play. No, he dropped the baseball. You see how far the shortstop was down that left field line.
Right fielder Cade
Dixon went a long way, give Morton the double. I bring up Cade Cook. I'm impressed Dixon could even get there. He and Newman about collided on that play. But now Morton will get his lead from second base. Cook bounced out 6-3 and flew out to center field. First pitch, missed low. It'll be Cook and then Hall. One swung on, hit to the shortstop. He'll field. Go across the diamond in time for the first out of the inning. Big Dixon over to Shaw. Chris Hall, he struck out in the first and the third. Swung on, missed. No balls in the strike. Oh, 1. Swung on, hit back up the middle. Center fielder will field the baseball. The throw will come to the plate. Now he'll stop at third base. So give Hall a single. Runners at first and third. Only one out.
First baseman Will Curcio.
Curcio will be the hitter. Curcio's tripled back in the first and bounced out 6-3 in the third. This will be a key inning for the Lions. Trailing 6-4. First pitch caught the outside corner. Curcio, and then he'll be followed by Campos. 4 runs, 9 hits for the Lions. 0-1. Swung on, fouled on. Curcio looking in the dugout, getting some instructions. Oh, 2. Fastball high and in.
Working, Cam. Hey, you're good, 8. You're good, 8. Can Billy coach tomorrow? Yeah.
1-2. Swung on his hands. Nice play by the second baseman. As Espinoza makes another highlight play. He made one back in the third. Makes a leaping catch there to prevent a run.
Let's go, Cam.
Big up Cyrus Campos. He flew out to right and doubled to right. Swung on, missed. Cameron Gopher trying to get out of jam here in the top half of the 5th. Oh, 1. Swung on, fouled on. Campos will protect the plate with 2 strikes now. Runners on the move to throw will not be in time. That's going to allow Morton to score. It leads 6-5. Credit Chris Hall with the stolen base.
Let's go, 8. Here we go.
Leads 6-5. After 2 innings without scoring a run, the Bryan Lions strike once again, but now Gopher is able to retire the Lions in their half with a strikeout. However, the Lions will put one more on the scoreboard as we go to the bottom half of the 5th. It will be 5, 6, 7, Shaw, Stevens, and Espinoza. College baseball in the Southeast Sports Network. Welcome back to Kingsport, Tennessee, as you're looking at David Walker, who will toe the rubber for the 5th time tonight. 9 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 2 walks, got a punch out, 5 flyouts, 5 ground outs, 75 pitches so far, 46 strikes. Walker will be facing 5, 6, 7, Corbin Shaw, Jack Stevens, and Byron Espinoza.
First baseman Corbin Shaw.
Corbin Shaw will be the first hitter. He walked in the second, walked in the third. First pitch inside, 1 ball, no strikes. Both bullpens are quiet at the moment. Swung on and missed on the change. One. Off-speed pitch, outside corner. Quickly, 1 ball and 2 strikes on 1 ball and 2 strikes on Shaw. Stevens will follow him. Fastball, line out. Two. Swung on and missed. The second punch out of the day for David Walker.
Jack Stevens.
I'll bring up Jack Stevens.
Get something started here, 2-3.
Stevens doubled and flew out to center field back in the third. Walker has retired the last 5 he's faced. Swung on his hands. Won't call it a foul ball. Gonna try to walk it off. Got jammed on the fastball, went down off his ankle. Umpire trying to give as much time as possible to shake that one off. Nice job by the home plate umpire. In the 4th, Walker worked a clean inning for the first time tonight, and he struck out Shaw to lead off the 5th.
Go, Jack.
0-1. Swung on, hit towards center field. That'll be a base hit. The second of the night for Jack Stevens.
Second baseman Bryan Espinoza.
It'll be the 10th hit of the night for the Wesleyan Bulldogs, be it Bryan Espinoza. Second baseman, he's bounced out 5-3. He's also singled to left. Swung on, tapped toward the third baseman. He's going to field and not throw. As Espinoza will reach on the infield single. A single to center, then an infield single will bring up Devin Dixon, who was 2 for 2 on the night. He singled to center back in the second, singled had an infield single back in the third.
Let's go, Dev.
Pitch in the dirt, not far enough away from Warden, allow runners to advance. Walker had retired 5 straight and then gave up back-to-back singles. Stevens got his lead from second, Espinoza from first. 1-0. Breaking ball outside corner. It'll be Dixon and then Cruz Newman. Swung on, hit at the middle, and that'll be another base hit. And that'll load the bases. Three consecutive base hits.
Hey, something solid here, Cruz. Let's go.
And I'll bring up Cruz Newman. Doubled in the second, struck out in the third. See if their base coach talking to Cruz. Little hitting philosophy.
Left fielder Cruz Newman.
Again, Walker
Cruz, let's go. Something solid.
had retired 5 straight, including a strikeout of Shaw here in the 5th, and then 3 consecutive singles. Had the bases full of Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. In the dirt, nice job by Warden to block it up, preventing runs. He's done a nice job behind the plate. Got 2 good defensive catchers in this contest, Stewart and Warden. 1-0. Fastball out. Catalano will hit after Newman.
Cruz.
2-0.
Make him come to you.
Fastball outside corner. Bases juice, 2 balls and a strike. Got 1 out here in the bottom half of the 5th. Ball 3. And Newman is in the driver's seat now. He has the ability to look for 1 pitch in 1 spot. Action in the bullpen put out for Bryan. 3-1. Swung on. Fouled off. Held on to by Warden. Walker's trying to get out of a jam.
Go, twos, base hit, twos. Hey, come on, Cruz. Come on, bud.
Looking for some way to get 2 outs with 1 pitch if possible. 3-2. Swung on and missed. That'd be Walker's third punch out of the night. The second time he's got Cruz Newman.
The center fielder, Chris Catalano.
I bring up the center fielder, Chris Catalano. Flew out to right field and center field and also bounced out 6-3. Walker's 1 out away from getting out of this jam. Swung on, missed. No balls and a strike.
Let's go, ones. Here we go, Cat. You okay, Cat? Here we go.
Big Catalano will be followed by Josh Shelley. Catalano's able to get on here with 2 outs. 0-1. Breaking ball, outside corner. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes.
Hey, fight ones. Here we go.
Walker trying to work out of a jam. Strike out, 3 singles and another K. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on the Bulldog center fielder. 0-2. Swung on, fouled off.
Play the battle, Cat. Let's go. I'm used to seeing Carson behind them number 11.
We'll do 0-2 all over again. Catalano will dig in. He'll expand the zone, fight it off. 0-2. Swung on and missed. David Walker will strike out all 3 outs in the 5th inning, and he will strand the bases loaded. As we go to the top half of the 6th, it'll be 7, 8, 9, Garrett Warden, Logan Stradley, Jake Sabo. College baseball, Southeast Sports Network.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching the Southeast Sports Network on your Fire TV, Fire Stick, or Fire tablet with just a few clicks.
Welcome back to Kingsport, Tennessee. You're looking at Cameron Gopher, who's completing his warm-up tosses. He toes the rubber for the 4th time tonight. 3 innings pitched so far, 3 hits, 1 run is unearned, 3 punch-outs, fly-out, 5 ground-outs, 36 total pitches, 26 strikes for the right-hander. We'll be facing 7, 8, 9 here in the top half of the 6th. Garrett Warden, single to left, and also bounced out 4-3. First pitch, outside corner, strike 1.
Let's go. Let's go.
0-1. Swung on, foul ball down the third base line.
On Cam.
0-2 upcoming. Swung on and missed. Cameron Gopher will get his 4th punch out of the evening. That'll be the first out of the inning. Bring him Logan Stradley. Flew out to center field and struck out. Swung on, missed. Off-speed pitch, lower part of the zone. Back-to-back pitches in the same spot. Now Stradley will have to change the approach. Fought off all pitches possible. Swung on the miss. Back-to-back punch-outs for Cameron Gopher. That is 3 consecutive hitters he struck out. I'll bring up Jake Sabo, the third baseman. Singled in the second, bounced out 5-3 in the fourth. First pitch low and outside. If he's able to reach, Caleb Ramsey will hit here in the sixth. Tried the inside corner, missed.
Hey, on Cam, work up. Here we go, Cam. Let's go, Cam. Ready.
2-0. Swung on, hit to the first baseman. He'll field. And step on the bag himself. And that'll retire the side. 1, 2, 3 in the top half of the sixth. We go to the bottom half. That'll be 2, 3, 4. Josh Shelley, Daniel Stewart, Colton Reynolds. College baseball. Southeast Sports Network. Welcome back to Kingsport, Tennessee. College of Baseball on the Southeast Sports Network. Gary Justice, Gabriel Schrod, Jeff Hubbard bringing you tonight's action. And a barn burner. Bulldogs leading the Bryan line 6-5. David Walker will toe the rubber for the 6th time today. Allowed 12 hits, 6 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. 5 fly balls, 5 ground outs. 96 total pitches so far, 61 strikes. 2, 3, 4 due up for
leading off for Tennessee,
the Bulldogs.
The third baseman, Josh Shelley.
Shelley lead things off. He singled twice and bounced out 6-3. First pitch outside corner, strike 1. 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Lions. 6 runs, 12 hits, 1 error for the Bulldogs. 0-1. Off-speed pitch misses inside. Evens the count of 1 ball, 1 strike. Appreciate you guys spending your Wednesday evening with us on the Southeast Sports Network. 1-1. Swung on, fouled off. Running count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bulldogs scored 4 in the second, 2 in the third, and zeros in the first, the fourth, and the fifth. 2 in the first and the second for the Lions, and 1 in the fifth. 1-2. Swung on and missed. Now we'll retire Shelley, and that'll be the 5th punch out of the night for David Walker. Bring up Daniel Stewart. Back-to-back punch-outs. That's 3 straight hitters Walker struck out. The AAC Player of the Year, Daniel Stewart, he was awarded that. He was selected that Player of the Year last night. He singled to left, flew out to left, and bounced out 1-3. Swung on, hit down the third baseline, foul. Walker got some trouble in the 5th. He had a strikeout, 3 singles, and then he struck out the next 2. He struck out the next 3. Get the Bulldogs off the scoreboard. 0-1. Tried the outside corner, missed. It'll be Stewart and Colton Reynolds. 1-1. Swung on, missed. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Walker's in the zone right now. Got this sign from Warden. 1-2. Swung on. That baseball is hit towards center field. Stradley will give chase. He'll make the grab for the second out in the inning. Bring up Colton Reynolds.
Right fielder Colton Reynolds.
Bounced out 6-4-3, hit a home run in the third as a solo shot and then flew out to center field. Swung on, fouled off. Will change of pace the first pitch. Corbin Shaw will hit after Reynolds. He's able to reach. Oh, 1. Fastball, outside corner, strike 1, strike 2. Walker starting to fill the zone up. Oh, 2. Fastball just off the plate. Wait for Reynolds to expand the zone and protect the plate. Nice wide stance. 1-2. Tried the slide piece, miss inside and low. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuce is wild here in the bottom half of the 6th. Swung on, that baseball hit deep to left field, going back, and that's for the second time tonight. Colton Reynolds has win big fly. The newcomer of the year in the Appalachian Athletic Conference.
First baseman,
And he extends that lead to 2 with a solo shot here in the bottom of the 6th. One, 2 delivery, deposits over the left field wall. First pitch, swung on, hit toward the center fielder. Stradley, he'll make the play. And that will retire the Bulldogs, however, with the Colton Reynolds home run, give them a 2-run lead as we go to the top half of the 7th inning. He'll be the top part of the lineup. Ramsey, Morton, Cook, College Baseball, Southeast Sports Network. Welcome back to Kingsport, Tennessee. College baseball on the Southeast Sports Network. Gary Justice, Gabriel Schrod, Jeff Hooper bringing you tonight's action. Cameron Gopher will toe the rubber for the 5th time tonight. 3 hits, run unearned, 5 punch outs, a fly out, 6 ground outs, 45 pitches, 33 strikes. First hitter For the Lions will be Caleb Ramsey. He's singled twice and bounced out 4-3. First pitch is low and outside. Ramsey led off the game last night with a home run. Out this game with a single. 1-0. Breaking ball, low and in. 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0. Swung on, fouled off. Running count 2 balls and a strike. Two one. Fastball high and outside. 3 balls and 1 strike.
Let's go, 8.
Swung on. It's hit towards center field. Catalano will go back. He'll make the play for the first out of the inning.
The shortstop, Dante Morton.
Bring up Dante Morton. He homered in the first, bounced into fielder choice, doubled in the 5th.
Go, Tay.
Caught the outside part of the play, strike 1. Good look at Dante Morton, shortstop for the Bryan Lions. First team All AAC. On inside.
Watch it. Don't hit him.
Come on. Hey, you're good, 8. On Cam.
Gopher will get his sign from Stewart. Now he's ready to rock and fire. Swung on and missed. Fastball, lower part of the zone. Cameron Gopher starting to getting a rhythm. One, two. Swung on, tap foul.
Shot, Cam.
Let's go, 5.
Gopher's retired 5 straight hitters.
On Cam, keep working, baby.
1, 2. Swung on, hit to the third baseman of the field. Across the diamond in time. Retired more than 5-3.
The right fielder, Cade Cook.
Bring up Cade Cook. He bounced out 6-3, flew out to the center fielder, and bounced out 6-3 in the 5th as well. Quickly 2 outs for the Lions here in the 7th.
Okay, I'm right here.
First pitch missed low and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Cook's able to reach, then Chris Hall will hit. Swung on, fouled off, held on to by Daniel Stewart. Gopher quickly back on the mound. He'll stay in that rhythm as long as possible. 1-1. Swung on, fouled off.
Okay.
1-2. Swung on, hit to the third baseman. He'll set his feet, throw across the diamond, and the throw will be above the first baseman over his head. That'll allow Cook to advance to second base. Be the E5. The Lions will have a runner in scoring position with 2 outs.
The designated hitter, Chris Hall.
Hall struck out twice tonight and singled to center his last time. That's back in the 5th.
Cam. Keep it going.
First pitch Lower part of the zone, strike one. Cameron Gophers throwing the baseball extremely well since coming in relief for Daniel Batcher. Swung on, hit past the third baseman. And a runner around third, and he will score the 6th run of the game for the Bryan Lions. The second hit of the night for Chris Hall.
First baseman Will Curcio.
Bring up the first baseman Will Curcio. Curcio tripled, bounced out 6-3, and also popped out to the second baseman. First pitch is in the dirt. Well, Hall will get his lead from first with 2 outs after the 2-out single.
Okay, keep working, babe.
1-0. Swung on, tapped to the third baseman, he'll field, throw across the diamond.
Thank you.
In time to retire the Lions. However, they'll add 1 to the score total as we go to the bottom half of the 7th. It'll be 6-7-8. Jack Stevens, Bryan Espinoza, Devin Dixon, College Baseball, Southeast Sports Network. Welcome back to Kingsport, Tennessee, as we go to the bottom half of the 7th. Gary Justice, Gabriel Straw, Appalachian Athletic Conference Baseball, and Gabe. Game 8 of the AAC Baseball Tournament. We've had 7 good ones. Mark this one as a good one, number 8, between 2 quality ball clubs.
For the 8th time, the 7th inning stretch. We're in it. The bottom of the 7th is here. Gary, I'm not going to lie. I never would have circled this on the schedule and said that one's going to be a great game. Here we are. This thing is an absolute shootout.
Well, David Walker, this will be the 7th time he has towed the rubber tonight. 13 hits, 7 runs, all earned, 2 walks, 5 punch-outs, 7 fly-outs, 5 ground-outs, 110 pitches, 71 for strike as well. Jack Stevens will jump in the box first. He's doubled and singled and flew out to center field. First pitch misses inside, ball 1. 6 runs, 10 hits for the Lions, 7 runs, 13 hits, 2 errors for the Bulldogs. Off-speed pitch swung on and missed. Action is in the bullpen for the Lions. 1-1. Swung on, hit to the shortstop field. Go across the diamond in time. Retire Stevens 6-3. Nice play by Morton over to Curacao.
The second baseman, Bryan Espinoza.
Be a Bryan Espinoza, the second baseman. Singled twice, bounced out 5-3.
All right.
Fastball outside corner, strike 1. Entered the inning with 110 pitches, and Walker still throwing some gas out there. Swung on, fouled off. They're going to play Espinosa to pull the baseball, give you a wide shot. You see the second baseman play right behind the bag. Now he'll shift back over to the second base position. 0-2. Fastball high and outside. Espinosa, he'll be followed by Devin Dixon. One, two. Swung on, fouled off.
Battle, kid.
Good look inside of the Bryan dugout. One, two. Swung on, hit towards center field. Stradley will go back. He'll make the play for the second out of the inning. Stradley's done a nice job not defensively patrolling center field for the Bryan Lions. I'll bring up Devin Dixon. Single to center, had the infield single, and then single to center. 3 for 3 on the night. Shows bunt, pulls it back. Called strike one.
Let's go, one, let's go.
One delivery coming from Walker. Swung on, fouled off, no balls and 2 strikes. If Dixon's able to reach, Cruz Newman will hit the home half of the 7th. Gabe Dixon's had a heck of a night, 3 for 3 so far, but battling here with no balls and 2 strikes.
0-2. Pulls off. That was close. Ball 1.
Walker continues getting stronger. He's over 120 pitches. But it's not showing any sign of fatigue.
That's a couple. Delivered perfectly. Paints the corner to retire the side. Say hello to the 8th inning in Kingsport, Tennessee, and an absolute instant classic. Back in Kingsport, Tennessee. Taking a look at the other side of town, and it looks like they're wrapped up. Done playing between all 8 teams in softball action today. You can find out the results at aacsports.com as Jay Stansel will get the recap up. Learn more about the NAIA's Right Way to Play campaign, NAIA.org, and find the league on social media.
Yeah, they just completed the 3rd day of play, 4 games each day. They'll have 4 more tomorrow. As the baseball portion of the schedule will also have 4 more games tomorrow starting at 9 a.m.
Little throwback to this winter, you and I hanging out over the Meadowview. That's actually where we're staying for this. Big championship for the hometown Milligan Buffaloes. They won the basketball title.
Yeah, there's a clean sweep for them in the men's and women's both. It's an exciting day to be a part of that. Again, another phenomenal tournament the AAC put on here in Kingsport, Tennessee.
You can see the highlights and full replays from that entire tournament. SESNsports.com. Visit our archive. They're on Twitch, YouTube, X, you name it, they're there.
6, 7, 8 due up here for the Bryan Lions in their half of the 8th. It'll be Cyrus Campos. 1 for 3, doubled back in the 3rd.
Got a hold of it.
Good.
Play made in time. 1 away.
That's the way to work right there. Let's go. Job, Corb. That boy 8.
Nice job to get the leadoff hitter out.
The catcher, Garrett Warden.
Bring up Garrett Warden on the nod. He is singled. Bounced out 4-3, struck out.
Number 24, Angel Dela Cruz.
Pinch hitter Angel Dela Cruz will hit for Garrett Warden. Fastball miss outside. Cameron Gopher in relief. This will be the 6th inning of work. 4 hits, 2 runs. Got 5 punch outs, thrown 65 pitches. In relief of Daniel Batcher. Have a meeting in the mound.
He says, hello, friends.
Yeah, we've got a lot of action in the bullpen right now for the Bulldogs. I think a call has already been made to the pen. Somebody's walking out.
There's a look up that way towards the bullpen.
Yeah, I'm not sure if this is an injury timeout because he got the leadoff hitter, then threw 1 pitch. Yeah, he's making a call. It's going to be a pitching change. Cameron Gopher, he in relief of Daniel Batcher, did a heck of a job out of the pen. 5 1/3. Four hits, 2 runs, unearned, 5 punch outs. Excellent job for the reliever for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs.
Kingsport is more than just a stop, it's a destination. From family fun at Bays Mountain Park to championship golf, arts, and local events, there's something here for everyone. Ready to experience Southern hospitality at its finest? Plan your visit today and see why Kingsport is the perfect place to relax, explore, and make unforgettable memories. Visit kingsport.com. Your adventure starts here.
Stay connected with the Appalachian Athletic Conference and the Southeast Sports Network all season long. Follow along on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and X for the latest scores, highlights, and exclusive content. Don't miss a moment. Visit their websites and get connected today.
Glad you're with us in Kingsport, Tennessee. Gabriel Schrei, Gary Justice, college baseball, Southeast Sports Network. It's the 2025 AAC tournament. So glad you're with us. You can pay us back for the great coverage and not having to pay for the streams simply by following us on social media. We appreciate it. It means a lot to us. We're trying to build an audience to give back to the communities throughout the region, throughout the entire Southeast, not just Tennessee and Kentucky, but we're talking Alabama, North Carolina, South Carolina, Florida. And we have a national brand as well, and just trying to increase the exposure for athletes that really deserve the spotlight. I think there's been nothing more frustrating for me than coming to a sporting event like this, and these are extremely talented athletes. We're seeing 100-mile-an-hour fastballs. We're seeing 450-footers over the left field wall. We're seeing incredible stuff here in Kingsport, and to see that in other conferences and around the country with a single camera and the most basic score bug and a guy who sounds like he's doing his 3rd broadcast ever, that's tough to watch. I mean, that's why we're here. Our mission is to change that. One conference, one tournament, one team, one league at a time.
Yeah, definitely here to serve, that's for sure. With 3rd hurler tonight for the Bulldogs is Justin Jackson. We were talking, wonder why they left the 1 pitch. Well, you're probably going with lefty on lefty, which makes more sense now. Angel Dela Cruz hitting for Warden.
Banger to the right side, controlled over to 1 in time. He tags the bag, 2 away.
Yeah, back-to-back ground balls to first baseman Shaw at first base. Done a nice job of fielding his position. Now bring up the center fielder Logan Stradley. He flew out to center field and he struck out twice.
Logan Stradley.
Look out, he's in trouble.
Heck of a play.
He got it. Who is that guy? That'll retire the side. That's incredible. 7-6. Look at him running his teammate down. 1-run ball game in Kingsport. Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs, number 3 in the nation, lead the Bryan Lions.
Want to watch your favorite Southeast teams in action? We've got you covered. Stream live games and highlights on YouTube, Twitch, Amazon Fire TV, Stream TV, and more. For all the details, visit our How to Watch page at sesnsports.com. It's your one-stop guide to catching every play, every time, wherever you are. The Southeast Sports Network, bringing the game to you anytime, anywhere.
At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, we see champions everywhere we look. In every sport, on every court, we're building a foundation to ensure all athletes are safe, supported, and strengthened. At the U.S. Center for Safe Sport, ending abuse is not just our job. It's our promise.
Back in Kingsport, Gabriel Try, Gary Justice, 7-6, the number 3 Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs, leading the Lions of Bryan College by a narrow margin down the back stretch. Bang! So much for the narrow margin, that finds the gap, and he's on board, and he says, I want to change that as soon as possible.
Cruz Newman with his second hit of the night, lead off, single in the 8th inning. Real quick, David Walker, he'll toe the rubber for the 8th time tonight. 14 hits, 7 runs, all earned. He's got 6 punch-outs. That was his 123rd pitch of the night.
123 for Walker.
123. Still going strong.
Bottom of the 8th. Can he finish this out? And what will that performance look like? Showing bunt. Misfired through the backstop. Bulldogs stay put.
So this is Catalino. This will be his 5th plate appearance, the 5th time facing Walker as well. First team All AAC member. Showing bunt. They're trying to get some insurance run. Only got a 1-run lead here in the bottom of the 8th.
0-1. Showed bunt, pulled on, flashed the glove over to 1.
What happens, Gabe, as a pitcher, if you see a guy bunting, you want to try to attack the upper part of the zone, see if you can get him to pop it up. That's what Walker did, just missed a little too high.
Pop through the infield, controlled to 1 in time, got him, but a runner advances into scoring position, out at 2 with 1 away.
Going back to the fundamentals of Catalino, if you notice, he was squatting down, but kept the bat high, so if that fastball's high, he's able to come down. Good fundamentals from the center field to bring up Josh Shelley. He singled a couple of times tonight. Now he has an opportunity with a runner in scoring position to extend the lead, if possible, facing the right-hander of David Walker.
Zips in the ball.
Run back. Let's go.
1-0. Strike 1. Count even at 1.
Got Shelley and on deck Daniel Stewart.
Let's go 2. Let's go.
Then after that, it'd be Colton Reynolds, who's had a big night for the Bulldogs.
Fouled off. One away already.
This is a big at-bat for the pitcher and the hitter both. Again, the Lions trying to hold the Bulldogs where they are, only a one-run deficit. Bulldogs trying to extend that, put more pressure on the Bryan Lions. Shelley does such a good job of letting the baseball travel as far as possible, then trying to get the barrel of the bat on the baseball. Easier said than done.
One away, one in scoring position at 2, 1-2. Count even at 2.
We had Jacob Allman yesterday for the Bryan Lions through 133 pitches. This is 131 for David Walker.
Bang! Left field! Oh, baby! Start your engines! We're off to the races in Kingsport, Tennessee. Round the bases, touch them all. You've earned it, Bulldogs. Wow! A heroic missile over the left field wall. The number 3 team in the nation takes their lead and blows it sky high.
Got a 1-2 pitch and hit over the left field wall. Is over the make a splash sign in left field. It definitely made a splash here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. I'll bring up Daniel Stewart. He's singled and flew out and grounded out tonight. Talk about extending a lead with some authority.
Authority is an understatement. That was commanding.
Now you have Stewart and then Colton Reynolds. That's the thing about this offense. You think you can get to a certain part of the line if you can start easing up a little bit. Not the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs.
Big cut, evens the count at 1. Just one away. It's 9-6 in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Still, you got to regain focus, keep your composure, and still keep the margin at 3.
Right side. Oh, that's got space. It rattles off his glove, and we're free down to the bag at 1. TWU Bulldogs, a 3-run lead with just one away, and on board again already.
Had Campos, who was shading him up the middle, playing him to pull. Baseball off the end of the bat. Just kept on slicing away from him, diving effort, unable to come up with it.
Jonathan Bosk is the runner at first base.
Allow Stewart to advance. Jonathan Bosk will now run for Stewart as a courtesy runner. To bring up Colton Reynolds. He's talking about a young man who's had a big night. 2 bombs for the newcomer of the year.
He's crushing it. Bang! No! Center field! Oh, Gary! Turn the lights off! I can't watch anymore! Disgusting!
He hit that baseball so far, and our camera's in dead center field, and that baseball hops over the Bojangles sign and almost hit the camera. Somebody is squaring up the baseball really well tonight.
My goodness. A banger.
So the double by Colton Reynolds will score Jonathan Bosk. Makes it a 10-6 lead. I'm not for sure if they're going to make the call to the bullpen or not. Long discussion.
We'll find out when we return. 4-run game, 10-6. Bulldogs lead the Lions.
pushing. Come on.
Back in Kingsport, a pitching change. And a run pulled off the board, but not for long. Right field, and hello. He's across.
Yeah, Luke Townsend, the new pitcher, he's greeted on the first pitch by Corbin Shaw with a single to right field to make that a 10-6 ball game now. And it's been a hit parade here in the 8th inning.
Hit parade's a great way of putting it. It has been coming down like cats and dogs out there.
That is the 5th hit in this inning. Bring up Jack Stevens, the DH.
Bottom of the 8th, 10-6, 4-run advantage for the Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. Number 3 team in America is cooking with gas from Hunter Wright Stadium. Somebody pulled them off the grill.
Tell you, they exploded early in the ball game, but then the Bryan Lions did a great job of managing halfway through the game.
Right up the middle, dives for it, it's gone. We've got to run across. Again, Tennessee Wesleyan has almost doubled up the Lions. They score another run on this side. It's 11-6.
For the second time tonight, they've scored 4 runs in the inning, and that is what this Wesleyan offense can do. They score in bunches. That brings up Brian Espinoza, the second baseman. He's got 2 singles. Really happy to see the effort that David Walker put up tonight on the bump, the starting bump for the Bryan Lions, but the Wesleyan offense just a little too much for him tonight.
Bang, bloop, here they come. Rounding the bases, and another run scores for Tennessee Wesleyan. And another in prime scoring position. TWU has doubled up Bryan, 12-6.
Quickly, 5 runs in this inning. They have 12 runs on the night, 20 hits. Of those 20 hits, 7 of those came here in the 8th inning. You talk about an opportunity to put the ball game away. That's what the Bulldogs are doing here in the bottom half of the 8th. And it's going to bring up Devin Dixon, a shortstop. Got 3 singles on the night. Now you have runners at first and third and only 1 out. You have Dixon and Newman will follow him. This is the 9th batter divided in the inning.
Bang! Back towards the left field wall, rolling up to the chain link. Another run comes home. Lucky number 13, followed by 14 for Tennessee Wesleyan. Oh, baby! Turn off the pumps. We've got a gas leak. It's burning down the house in Kingsport.
That is the 9th batter to bat. That is the 8th hit of the inning. The 7th run, and this ball game is blown wide open. And they have officially batted around. This will be the 10th batter to hit in this inning for the Bulldogs.
It is 14-6 Tennessee Wesleyan.
Newman got this started with a single to center.
Zips that right over the plate for strike 1. fouled off. Look out.
The Bulldogs are flexing their muscles here in the bottom half of the 8th. Trying to count full to Cruz Newman, 3 balls and 2 strikes. That'll be the second out of the inning as Luke Townsend will get his first punch out. We'll have a hit for Chris Catalina.
Pinch hitting for Tennessee Wesleyan, number 35, Nick Collins.
It'll be Nick Collins will be the pinch hitter. It'll be his first at bat. Be the 11th hitter to hit.
Great delivery, strike one.
Home 3-5. Let's go, Nick.
Dinger fouled off. Look out in the parking lot.
Now this was a 7-6 ball game going into this inning. And the Lions had some momentum. Well, the Bulldogs kicked the momentum out of the house and closed the door and locked it.
14-6 Tennessee Wesleyan. This one popped up. It could retire the side. Lions tracking it down the chalk. He got it. Send us to the bottom side. Back up top. The 9th inning coming. Kingsport, Tennessee.
The Southeast Sports Network is now on Amazon Fire TV. Now you can download the SESN app and watch on any Amazon-enabled device, such as your Fire Stick. The easiest way to download the app is to go to our website, find the Watch SESN tab, and click Fire TV app. Then just select your device from the list. That's it. Free and easy. Enjoy watching.
We're back. Looking in on the Lions in their dugout. Hi, Bryan College. I think they're talking to us.
Been an entertaining ball game. It was 7-6 on the bottom of the 8th, and the Bulldogs offense just exploded for 8.
Leading off for Bryan.
Justin Jackson will toe the rubber for the second time tonight. Be 9-1-2, Sabo, Ramsey, and Morton.
Welcome to the top of the 9th where it's 14-6. Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs. The Lions of Bryan College have 3 outs to play with.
Sabo singled back away back in the second inning.
Suffers a strike. Count even at 1. What a great day of baseball.
It's been a good one.
I'm not going to lie. How many times have we been here and been like, I got to get out of here, and it's 1 a.m.? I could stay for another game right now.
I'm telling you, this
I don't
is.
care if it's 9:40. I could stay for another game right now.
Yeah, the first pitch this morning was at 9 a.m.
Somebody get Reinhardt and Pikeville back out here.
That was a good one.
That was a good game. That was fun. That was fun. I was spending a lot of time taping cameras up and fighting the rain with a bucket of plastic bags and my spirit.
It was all worth it.
Count even at 2. This one is going to punch him out. The Lions have one down. Tennessee Wesleyan threatening to close this out after an explosive bottom side of the 8th inning.
Bring up Caleb Ramsey, the left fielder. He's singled back in the first and the second, and he bounced out 4-3 and flew out to center field back in the 7th.
Rocks and fires. Low, paints the outside corner. Strike 1.
It'll be Ramsey and then Dante Morton.
Well, this is a bat that's been hot all year long. If somebody can dig him out, it's this part of the order, but he suffers strike 2, and this is a pivotal moment. He cannot afford to strike out, or this thing is basically over.
Yeah, Jackson looking really smooth in his second inning of work.
Low through the turf, ball 1. One away already. The Bryan Lions down to their last 2 outs and looking for a miraculous comeback. Tennessee Wesleyan will advance. The number 3 team in America punches him out. Oh, baby, he is feeling it in the 9th inning.
He's faced 4 batters. He's got a ground out, a pop out, and 2 Ks. He's looking to close the door. Dante Morton had a 2-run blast back in the first, and he doubled in the 5th.
This leaving our count in 1 as it comes off the turf. So Tennessee Wesleyan, barring an incredible and miraculous comeback, will move on. And they're the number 3 team in America. No surprise to see that. Number 2 seed in the tournament. Bang to the left side. The Lions still have some life left in them. He's across 1 and headed out to 2. Going to be there in time and scoring position for Bryan College.
Yeah, Dante Morton, one of the best hitters in the entire conference, and kept his hands inside the baseball, able to get the barrel on the ball. Well, a 2-out double here in the 9th inning. Bring up Cade Cook, the right fielder.
With 2 away and 1 in scoring position, fires to the bottom corner. Strike 1. Strike 2, a laser beam. Gary is trying to decipher the bracket right now. I'll tell you, my brain is down to about 9 brain cells after 3 back-to-back 14-hour days. I also can no longer read the bracket as we get ball 1. He might have it. You at least have glasses. I don't have. I can't even look at that. It hurts. 2 strikes already, threatening to punch him out. 1-2. Oof. Just steps off in time.
We have the bracket deciphered.
It's deciphered.
It's deciphered.
You had to get a little cryptic or decoder. Count even at 2 with 2 away and 1 in scoring position. Bang! Right up the middle. He rose the ball out there over to 1, and this is not in time. It's loose. So coming home, the Lions of Bryan College get a run back in the late stages.
Lions not going to go down without a fight.
They've still got some heart in them, if you will.
They're still there playing. The heart of a lion. Freaking Chris Hall, he singled in the 5th, and he also singled in the 7th.
Pull those guys off the air.
They're going to be on the air for 13 hours.
With 2 away and 1 in scoring position, this is low, real tight on the body.
Designated hitter Chris Hall.
14-7 in Kingsport. Here's the delivery. Fouled off. Count even at 1 with 2 away and 1 in scoring position.
Pitcher and catcher was crossed up, and immediately the coach going directly out there with 2 balls and a strike and 2 outs. And this is a chit chat. This is a purpose. Going to make sure this doesn't happen again. So at 9 o'clock in the morning, University of Pikeville play Columbia International. The noon game will be the Reinhardt Eagles and the Milligan Buffaloes. 3 p.m. game will be the loser of this ball game will play Montreat, and then the winner will play Johnson at 6 p.m. tomorrow.
Two-one. Here we go, rounding the base path. He is coming home to score, and easily able to do so for the Bryan College Lions.
Yeah, Espinosa, that baseball is hit way above the lights. And what makes that hard is when it's above the lights, it comes back down, and you lose it once again. That's what happened to Espinosa. Leads to another run.
You're okay, here we go.
The Lions have got a pair bank in the top of the 9th, seeking a miraculous comeback in the AAC tournament. One of the greatest of all time.
Curcio would be the hitter.
Right now, only 1 pair of legs on board, so if Curcio were to score, it would bring us within 4. They still would need a grand slam. Quite a tall milkshake to order. Can they slide it down the counter? We'll find out.
Curcio, he tripled way back in the first inning, and he bounced out a couple of times and popped out to the second baseman.
Tight on the body, and that'll go for our first strike, evening the count at 1.
Yeah, the Bryan Lions, they battled back with 2 outs here in the 9th inning, scored a couple runs, still got a runner on bags.
Ball 2. 2 away.
Starting to see some action in the Bulldogs bullpen.
Two-one goes to the left and stays fair. The Lions are on the move. Coming home. He'll stay for a moment at third before coming down the base path and sliding over the plate to get yet another Bryan College run on the board. They've got 3 on this side of the 9th inning to bring us within 5 runs.
All with 2 outs as well. They're continuing the battle. Brings up Cyrus Campos, the second baseman. He doubled back in the 3rd.
Batters number 9, Jackson Smith.
Jackson Smith will actually hit for him.
With 2 down, Smith. Strike 1. I've heard we're going to Waffle House. You know, one of the best moments of my broadcasting career, I worked at my alma mater, and there's a great cranky guy who does all the tech stuff for events called Chris Momini. His dad was the campus chaplain. Wonderful family. Love those guys so much. Count as 1-2. Chris texted me during one of my first games I was doing when I'd become a full-time employee and the director of media. He said, "Your jokes are bad and you should feel bad." And I texted him back and I said, "Thanks for listening." And he said, "I just guessed." Counts even at 2. I got a couple of texts that said, "Get those guys off the air," after I made that joke. Count even at 2 with 2 away. Big swing. The Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs, number 3 in the nation, perform as anticipated and close out the side. 14-9 our final as they take the victory in Kingsport. Gary, what a performance.
Yeah, Tennessee Wesleyan will advance to play Johnson tomorrow the 6 p.m. ball game. So Tennessee Wesleyan used the offense in the 8th inning to blow this game open. But I really like the fight from Bryan here in the 2 outs in the 9th inning to put 3 on the scoreboard.
Love the fight from Bryan at the end. Really, really good ending to this game. Huge production. The most fun I've had all tournament long so far from doing both tournaments. Really, really good matchup. Thrilled to be a part of it as always and had a blast. And thank you for being with me all day long. Gary and I are very tired. We're going to slide into an automobile and it's going to carry us to Waffle House where we will have smothered and covered eggs. About this matchup, about this game, as we close out, your final thoughts on this one and the tournament today.
The first time seeing Tennessee Wesleyan this year, you have to capitalize every single opportunity because they can do what they did in the 8th inning and put 7 on the scoreboard real quick.
Love it. Thank you so much. As always, my friend Gary Justice. Great analysis all day long. That's going to wrap our coverage for day number 2 of the baseball tournament. We'll be back bright and early, 9 a.m. Set your alarm. Get your devices out. Get ready, SESNsports.com/how to watch. 14-9 your final. The Tennessee Wesleyan Bulldogs advance against the Bryan College Lions to the next round and day 3 of the tournament, number 3 in the nation. Looking great. All games and events airing on our networks are broadcast live in our copyright material. Today's game will be archived inside of the Apper platform where you viewed it and available for replay. For the Bulldogs, for the Lions, all the fans, Gary Justice, our entire crew, I'm Gabriel Fry saying so long, Kingsport, Tennessee.
Hello, and thank you for joining us for today's broadcast. This broadcast is a product of Shrine Media, LLC. Unauthorized use, sale, or redistribution of this media in any form is strictly prohibited without the express written consent of Shrine Media. Radio and television mediums are encouraged to reach out. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy the game.